Welcome to 2K Sports. We have the NBA coming up. Great to have you with us. I'm Kevin Harlan along with Greg Anthony and Brent Berry, our terrific analysts, and David Aldridge is our sideline reporter. Hey, Dave.
Kevin, thanks. Coach Ty Lewis said it, the most important thing is health. And the Clippers didn't have it last season. Big time missed by Kawhi Leonard, Paul George, Norman Powell, right on down the line. Despite all that, they continued to battle. Lou said these guys just keep fighting every single night. Kevin, back to you.
They did, and it showed, and it was fun to watch. Terrific. David, thanks. And checking out Utah's opening lineup, Clarkson is out there with Conley. Then there's Jared Vanderbilt. Then it's Kelly Olynyk, and it's Markkanen in at the 3 slot. And for Los Angeles, the guard spots filled by Jackson and George. Post-tandem for him, Morris and Zubac. And it's Thomas in at the 3. It's still early in the season, and teams are still trying to figure out rotations. Greg, what's it like to play in a game like that tonight?
Well, for a lot of these guys, Kevin, it's all about jockeying for position, making an argument for minutes. You want to earn the trust of your coaches.
Now here's Thomas. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Thomas. Here's Clarkson. Olynyk, a screen on George. Now, here's Clarkson. 5 to shoot. Conley inside the line. It's hauled in by Zubac. Now Jackson. He just worked San Antonio in that last game. Thomas, a screen on Conley. Pass to Thomas. Buries it from about 10 feet away.
One of the more skilled offensive players that is on the floor here tonight. Not an easy fella to hold in check.
Clarkson surveying the floor. Vanderbilt inside. Morris is there. Vanderbilt kicks to Clarkson. Off target from three-point range. Looking at Los Angeles, they took the win in their last game against the Spurs in San Antonio. Conley against Thomas. Over Conley. Moves back up. And it's Zubac laying it in.
Such a big part of what he does for this team. Just work and work on the boards, generate second chance opportunities, and hopefully convert.
Now here's Conley. His last outing, he had 8 points. Olynyk dishes to Conley. And there's the pass to Markkanen. Conley against Jackson. Another miss by Utah. The Clippers have gone 2 or 3 here to start out the game.
And since 1999, the Clippers and Lakers have shared their downtown LA arena. The only NBA teams to split a venue, but that's going to change soon. That's a high percentage look when the D doesn't fight over the screen.
And the coach over there just asking for one simple thing, and that's some effort. Got burned on that one.
Now, here's Clarkson, and they come right back with their own three-pointer. The Clippers broke ground on their new arena, set to open in Inglewood in 2024. I've seen the footprint. You fly right into LAX, and you see it every time. It's going to be beautiful.
And that'll be huge for the Clips. They're trying to create their own identity in Southern California. Having a venue just for the Clippers will help.
Now here's Conley. Pass to Markkanen. Clarkson outside. No good on the 3.
Still searching out their offensive game right now. 1 of 5 from the field to start this one.
Jackson misses. Jazz trail by 4. Just over 3.5 minutes gone here in the first. Clarkson with the ball. George picks him up. The shot by Clarkson, no good.
This has not been a good quarter right here. Shot has been off the mark, and now it looks, Kevin, like he's pressing a bit.
Outside Jackson, pass to Thomas. Shoots over Clarkson. He can't get it to go. And Utah the other way now. Pass to Conley. Vanderbilt setting the pick for Conley. Over George. Conley gets the bucket.
And he's been a terrific point guard in this league for a long time. Mike Conley just knows how to play.
Zubac a screen on Conley. Now in the scoring column with that bucket. 1 for 2 this game.
And a nice job here early of establishing an inside presence.
And that was the Mobile One drive. Well worth a second look.
Nice take. Staying aggressive with this game, still very much up in the air.
Now here's Olynyk. He dishes it to Clarkson. Kicks it out to Markkanen. Buries it from three-point range.
Well, it's not a secret that Markkanen can stroke it from long distance, and that ability, that's going to help open up the floor for his teammates.
Here's Thomas. An easy 2 points on the layup. Thomas got his second bucket of the game to go.
That play never gets old. The pick and roll will still be an offensive staple 100 years from now. Trust me.
Clarkson passes to Olynyk. That misses. Had a chance to tie it there. Clippers leading by 3. George looking around. Morris finds Jackson. Now here's Zubac. Outside Thomas. Clarkson against George. Thomas reverses. He lays it in. Thomas got 6.
Paul George doesn't just score. He can pass it as well. He's a great all-around player.
Vanderbilt the pass to Conley. Olynyk, a screen on Jackson. Feeds it to Olynyk. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
Well, Kelly Olynyk has made quite the career for himself as a stretch big.
Yeah, he's been an important piece for multiple playoff teams, and that ability to space the floor, uses that up fake and get to his left hand and make good decisions. I mean, there's a role for a guy like Kelly Olynyk on any team that's looking for quality bigs.
And that one falls for Olynyk.
Kelly Olynyk coming into the league as the league has shifted to the pace and space play, and Kelly more than capable as a 5-man of drilling the outside shot.
He doesn't get the second one.
And we've seen it for years. Despite their regular season success, the Jazz just unable to make much noise in the playoffs. Credit the front office for coming to terms with it and pivoting to a rebuild while they could get top value for their stars.
And so Markkanen will bring it up for the Utah Jazz. 4-point game. They couldn't put the pieces together, losing the last matchup with the Lakers.
Yeah, I mean, on the road, their defense was just overrun. Couldn't match the intensity of the opponent, and it cost them.
Well, let's hope there isn't any carryover from that letdown in this one.
Well, in spite of the critics and the injuries, Paul George continues to produce one of the league's truly elite players.
And you mentioned the injuries for Paul George. Let's see, GA, the broken leg, shoulder surgeries, last season a torn elbow ligament.
And I'm sure there are a few others, Kevin, but give him credit. To battle through and maintain his greatness tells you something about his competitive will. And when you look at Paul George, I mean, he's been in the middle of a couple monster trades.
Well, PG exchanged for 2 future All-Stars in Sabonis and Oladipo going to Indy. And then that massive trade to L.A., the Thunder got SGA and a boatload of picks. It just shows you how much value Paul George has. And trust me, he's very much valued by the team he's on.
Brent, looking back, the Clippers have really put things together over the last decade.
They have. Injuries have been a factor the past couple seasons, so They haven't competed at the level, certainly, that their owner wants to, but they're trying to keep this core group of guys together. And, if they do that and they get health, there's a lot of talent there and a lot of guys who've done it on the biggest of stages.
Now, here's Zubac. He kicks to Powell. A 3-ball. It's hauled in by Gay. Jazz trail by 5. Outside, Sexton. Pick by Gay. Sexton with it. Guarded now by Morris. And he makes that one.
Again, more and more of these pick and rolls help Sexton settle into the pace of play.
And here is Powell. There's the pass to Jackson. He can't hit that time. And it's Utah the other way.
And right from the start, Kevin, they've been pounding the glass. Most of those 50-50 balls also going their way.
Pass to Agbaji. George against Sexton. The Jazz need to get off a shot here. Deep. The Clippers grab the miss.
And you have to admire his confidence on that, but there's no way that's going to fall.
Coaches will tell you that's a bad shot, but when your teammates tell you that, you probably got to think about it.
The 3 from George does not find the basket. His second miss. He's now 1 for 3. Passes it to Horton Tucker. He feeds it to Azubuike. It's hauled in by Los Angeles. Zubac has got 6 rebounds now in the game. Here's Powell. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
An efficient score. Norman Powell can fill it up when given the opportunity.
He does score from anywhere on the floor, but it's defensive versatility that I think really helps him because he can match up with smaller guards. He can get underneath bigger wings, and that defense really allows him to stay on the floor to complement the other offensive players that are producing.
No good on the free throw. Now the Clippers trading last season for Norman Powell. And as they say, Greg, the rich get richer.
Yeah, an excellent two-way player. Their wing depth becoming the envy of the league. And he's just coming into his prime. So he fits the timeline of their star.
Here's what the Clippers are going with right now. Robert Covington's checked in for Zubac. Batum comes in for Marcus Morris. Amir Coffey's checked in for George. And it's John Wall in for Reggie Jackson.
Now, Norman Powell settling in and understanding more and more of who he is at the professional level. He's a scorer, and he can shoot the 3 at a high clip.
And Sexton slams it in.
And, guys, he saw his chance to earn a little camera time there and took it.
Rocking the rim with some major force.
And typically, he is not the major force in that regard, but good enough to punish a soft defense on that play.
Kicks to Gay. Inside. Here's Azubuike. Pass to Agbaji. Over Wall. Agbaji can't get it to go.
And guys, you've heard of overpassing. Well, that shot was an example of underpassing.
Maybe they can find a way to establish some rhythm in the next few possessions with the extra pass.
Now here's Powell. Covington setting the pick for Powell. And stolen by Sexton.
2 minutes remaining in the first.
.153 left to play in the first quarter. Azubuike is screen on Batum. Gay misses.
Well, he finds some space in that in-between gap there. Too bad he can't release that one on target.
Ball against Sexton. Offensive rebound. Powell, no one around him, drains it from beyond the arc. And the Clippers lead by 5.
Powell wasting no time to let that one rip.
Horton Tucker, the pass to Gay. down low. The Jazz working the ball around now. Azubuike is screen on Batum. Gay dishes to Azubuike. 4 on the shot clock. Here's Sexton driving inside. And it's good with time running down on the shot clock.
Sexton with the ball on a string with a beautiful sequence.
Outside, Wall. Covington a screen on Sexton. The tray. Covington's shot is off.
Well, even though he misses that one, the defense has got to talk about that. And that's a bad miscue. And you can't give up looks like that all game long.
Here's Horton Tucker. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet. And he lobs it up toward the rim. Batum with the steal. 5-second differential between the shot clock and the game clock. Outside, Wall. Covington setting the pick for Wall. Rebound by Azubuike.
And they've come out with a take-no-prisoners approach on the glass here tonight, guys.
Sexton for 3. It's not going to go for him. And still a close game as the first quarter comes to a close. The Clippers on top, up 3. Don't go anywhere, folks. We'll be back in just a moment. It's been a pretty even game here after one quarter of play. And before we move on, what do you guys think about what we've seen so far from the Clippers?
Well, pounding the boards is one way to gain an advantage. They simply owned the glass in that first.
Well, if you get physical out there, you can control the glass, and that helps you to control the pace of the game.
And it's Conley with the ball for Utah. They trail by 3, and this is the first season matchup for them against this Clippers team.
And looking back to last season, they won this season series as you'd expect.
Well, they were obviously the superior team a year ago, but a lot can change from one season to the next in the NBA. Let's see how this game plays out before we make any rush to judgment as to how they'll fare against each other this year.
So with George on the bench, here's who Tyronn Lue's going with. Jackson is the point with Kennard on the wing. Thomas is out there with Morris, and it's man in at the 3, the small forward. Conley doesn't get it to drop for him. So Los Angeles will take it the other way. Their last game, a win against San Antonio, looking to carry that into this one.
And in that one, the backups came to play. Gave the team an infusion of points that just put them over the top.
Well, I talked to the assistant coaching staff. What they were stoked about is that the bench guys came in and played well. So punch off the bench, a big factor in that win.
Here's Conley following the score by Reggie Jackson. 6 to shoot. Here's Markkanen. It's hauled in by the Clippers.
And hard work on the glass. Once again, guys, they put a lot of effort and focus on the backboard.
Morris kicks to Thomas. The pass to Kennard. Pass to Thomas. Pulls up on the wing. He can't get that one. And it's Utah the other way. They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
Conley, the pass to Olynyk. Passes to Foncecchio. From deep. Another miss by Utah. Clippers leading by 7. Kennard, the pass to Morris. Lays it up and in on the nice reverse.
And they've had assists now on their last 3 baskets.
Quarter 2 and just under 2.5 minutes gone by. And here's Conley outside. Morris with the rebound. Clippers have gone 3 of 4 from the floor here in the second quarter. A slam dunk by Thomas.
And good recognition from Reggie, open teammate.
Jackson against Conley. Pass to Foncecchio. Here's Alexander Walker. He's still scoreless so far in this one. Out to Conley. Over Morris. The Jazz with another miss.
And another miss. Ooh, he's having a really ugly game.
Yeah, about as ugly as you can have, you're right. You know, GA, something you notice about this Jazz team, they love to shoot the three. Statistics tell you that, and they tell you that.
And Kevin, not only do they love it, they do it well. The two, sadly, don't always go hand in hand, but these guys can really hurt you from range when they get going.
And a first time out of the game called for Utah.
Walker to the floor, your Clippers.
Vanderbilt's checked in for Utah. Clarkson comes in for Michael Conley.
And a moment now to see some numbers for Olynyk, averaging 15 points a game, 8 rebounds, and 4 assists. And he's done his share of the work for the team, definitely making an impact.
Well, the numbers, if you look at them, impressive all the way around, and he's not letting the team down.
Jazz trail by 13. And in the second quarter, a little under 3.5 minutes played already.
And with those points, he puts an end to that 10-0 run by the Clippers.
Jackson with it. He has 6. Thomas passes to Kennard. Outside Jackson. Good on the three-point shot. Jackson's got the lead up to 14 now for the Clippers.
He's a confident guy, and he's got a solid three-point shot, so Jackson rises and fires.
And Olynyk kicks to Clarkson. And the pass to Alexander Walker. Launches it. It's hauled in by Los Angeles.
+8 in the rebound differential. One more reason why they're in control.
And then Thomas with the dunk.
Give them credit. Offensively, they've been the more efficient team.
Yeah, that along with maintaining the pace of play right now, playing with tons of intensity.
Here's Alexander Walker. No points in the game yet for him. 6 on the shot clock. Knocked loose. And it's out of bounds. Utah able to retain possession here. Well, some great passers have come into the league this season. Let's see which rookies are tops in assists. Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively, for sure.
And Los Angeles with some changes. Ivica Zubac has checked in for Mann. And Georgia subbed in for Kennard. And here are the Clippers. Outpacing them right now in a 15-2 run. Lob pass to George. And it's George finishing it off.
A good chance to see Paul George hurts that time.
Clarkson passes to Olynyk. Now, here's Clarkson. 5 points in the game. Shot clock at 6. Fires it up. And the shot is long.
Well, his poor shooting is a big reason that they're staring at this deficit right now. He needs to get on track if they're going to find a way to win.
Greg, we know from time to time things get pretty chippy out there. What kind of things would get under your skin when you played in the NBA?
Oh, guys tended to talk a little trash, and that could rattle you. That could bother you at times, but you really just try to maintain your focus and keeping your eye on the prize.
Here's Alexander Walker. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
And there aren't many teams with a more dedicated fan base than Utah. The Jazz fans are behind their team no matter what.
And guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown so far for Los Angeles.
How about the ball movement so far? I mean, the unselfishness, everyone here just playing for one another, and that can be infectious.
I wonder if pace and playing fast is something that they're being encouraged to do, because right now they feel like the faster team.
And he knocks down the first one. It's always striking, Greg, to see the bond between the Jazz team and their followers.
Well, when you're the only game in town, people take the team to heart. And we see it in cities like Portland and San Antonio as well. The fans form that attachment to their team.
Los Angeles making a switch here. Boston's checked in. He hits both from the stripe. We're seeing a lot of pretty lively pregame dance routines from the players. You got any of that in your repertoire, say, before we begin a broadcast?
Oh, Kevin, I think pretty soon we should work out a few sequences. Get ourselves fired up. You game?
Come on, Greg. I'm not sure about that, but you go ahead and do it. Utah with the ball after the basket by Los Angeles. Here's Alexander Walker. Pass to Vanderbilt. Over Thomas. And it's off the back rim. No good.
And they've got a big lead, not just on the scoreboard, but really in the rebounding numbers as well.
Here's Zubac. Fouled in the act of shooting. Gets the bucket anyway, so a three-point play chance for him.
And a better box out. Save from 2 points there.
It didn't seem like anybody was really aware there to go and collect that rebound in the possession.
Catching up on the changes for the Clippers. Nicholas Batum. He's checked in for Thomas. And it's John Wall in for Jackson. The Jazz also changing it up as Azubuike's checked in. And Talen Horton-Tucker subbed in for Clarkson. The free throw drops for Zubac. You appreciate Zubac's focus on close-range looks as a big man.
Well, Zubac's one of those big centers that's burly and tough and rugged on the inside. And while other bigs are searching that three-point line out, Zubac's looking to get deep into the paint. When you look at his shooting percentages over the past couple seasons, up around 60%. That's good shot selection and great consistency.
And here's George for three. Got it. And he's now 3 for 5 from the field.
Well, the game's 4 quarters, and after a tough first half, he's found his rhythm in the second.
Now, here's Sexton. Tight defense on him. Another miss by Utah.
Well, that's a shot they want just about on every possession if they can get it. He doesn't make them all, but still very much a high percentage look.
Now here's Wall. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. And George, here we go, from the arc. And again, it's the Clippers from deep.
Well-rounded effort, and they showed no signs of letting up.
Coaching staff probably most proud of the effort of this team on both ends of the floor here tonight.
Utah calls timeout. checked in for the Jazz. Let's take a look at the numbers for Norman Powell. Here's Sexton. He has 6. Passes it to Azubuike. Outside, Sexton. Just 5 on the clock. Beasley with a clean look. They get it back. Azubuike, and he goes in for the dunk.
And just scrapes and claws for that offensive rebound and doesn't take any chances there with the putback.
GA, strong work all around, and the rebound and the stuff both. Wow. And for the Jazz, they're shooting around 24%. Not a good showing here. Horton Tucker, the pass to Beasley. Here's Horton Tucker. Gay outside. The 3. It's hauled in by the Clippers. Wall's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Outside, George. Lets the 3 fly. Rebound by Azubuike. Azubuike's got 6 rebounds in the game. Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
Now here's Gay. He's been patient so far. Nothing on the scoreboard yet. Gay, a screen on Wall. Here's Sexton. Second chance effort, and the bucket is good. 3-point play chance here for him.
When Sexton grabs boards like this, it's going to help everybody get out and realize that it's their time to run.
And this is his first trip to the line tonight.
And high-quality numbers for him all season long. How about 81 from the line?
Robert Covington's checked in for Zubac. And Sexton, no good on that one. For the Clippers organization, GA, what do you think the goal is?
Well, it's clear to me, Kevin, get to the NBA Finals. The Clippers have never made it there. And I think a trip to the Finals is within reach of this group. They just need to stay healthy.
Yeah, and they're starting to warm up from the field this quarter.
This will be his 3rd free throw shot of the game.
At the line for your Clippers, Paul George. 1 shot.
And George wants to compete for titles, especially considering that he's in the back half of his career.
Now Sexton. He's got 8. Gay, a screen on Wall. Here's Sexton. It's hauled in by the Clippers. Batum's got his 4th rebound in this one.
Well, they've been better than good on the glass today, and there is a glaring discrepancy between these two teams in that area.
George with the screen on Sexton. Here's Wall. Banked in off the glass.
It really turned it around here in the second quarter after shooting less than 40% from the field in the first.
Beasley outside. Count that one. Azubuike's got his 2nd basket of the night.
I mean, the number of points they've scored in the paint already here is eye-opening.
And here's George for 3. Rebound by Azubuike. Azubuike's got rebound number 7 for him tonight. Here's Horton Tucker. Defended by George. Here's Sexton. It's tipped. On its way from Beasley for 2. Utah gets it back. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. And a moment to check out now what Utah has coming up. On Monday, they'll go up against LeBron James and the Los Angeles Lakers. Then on Wednesday, they'll be taking on Clint Capella and the Atlanta Hawks.
And Kevin, I think you have to look at this as an opportunity to take a step forward. Sometimes tough road trips can bring the best out of a team and bring you closer together.
The first one falls.
Well, Sexton has the kind of ability out there where he's shifty and fast and strong, can make some exciting plays happen for his team.
Amir Coffey's checked in for Los Angeles. So he hits 1 of 2 from the stripe.
And working, Kevin, themselves to the line here in the second. A nice way to get your offense going.
Here's Abaji. Another miss by Utah. And so it's Wall. He brings it up for the Clippers. Following this one, they get to host the Cavaliers. That'll be the second of 4 games at home for them. Covington, a screen on Sexton. The shot by George, no good.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the three. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
A 3 from Gay. That shot, no good. And the Clippers will come the other way. Pass to Coffey. And here's Batum. Clippers moving the ball around. It's George on the wing. Markkanen pulls it in. Utah shooting around 24%. Not a good showing here. And here's Sexton. 9 points in the game so far. Puts up a 3. Offensive rebound. And so it's the Los Angeles Clippers rolling along with a 27-point lead as we wrap up the quarter. They've been playing some ferocious defense. And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by courtside. David.
Here with Ty Lue. Good rhythm for your offense in the first half. What did you like about the start?
Moving the basketball, taking the right shot, making the right play. When we make the extra pass, we're a tough team to beat.
And you were sure tough in the first half, Coach. Thanks. Back to you.
Thank you, David. And we'll be back for the third quarter of action following halftime.
Welcome. First up, let's look at the two guys who are each leading their respective teams through the first half. This has been a fantastic matchup tonight.
Oh, yes. Nothing like the matchup I saw here during the first half. That was a blowout.
And what was that?
Shaq versus the buffet.
Oh, that's one-sided. Taking some time now to look at our matchup. Well, everything is going right for the Clippers.
What I like, they're sticking to their game plan. They aren't deviating, Ernie. They're like changing up. They're doing what the coach wants, and they're focusing and playing smart and under control.
Yeah, that's been the difference maker for sure. Let's see if they can maintain that mindset. Thank you for being with us. Now let's send it to Kevin Harlan for the second half tip.
And with the second half upon us, we'll find out if this game becomes the route that it's threatening to be. So on the floor for Utah, Lauri Markkanen is out there with Jared Vanderbilt. Then it's Conley. Then there's Jordan Clarkson. And it's Olynyk in at the center position. Now here's Olynyk. And the rejection by Zubac. And that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Zubac. Clock at 4. From deep three-point range, Conley's shot is off.
He missed that one, but I've seen him drill shots from that distance in warm-ups.
Oh, no, I know he can make it, but that's warm-ups, so maybe just a step too far.
Excellent play. Just adding fuel to the fire and really trying to put this one out of reach.
This is what great players try to do. They're not allowing the opposition to gain any kind of hope to try and get back in the game.
Here's Clarkson. Paul George making his last shot. Misses from short range.
Not been an easy start. 3 straight misses here on these possessions.
Outside Jackson. Now the feed to Thomas. The Clippers need to get off a shot. Jackson misses. Jazz have gone 0-3 and are still looking for that first bucket here in the second half. Markkanen passes to Clarkson. Markkanen a screen on Thomas. Clarkson for 3. Rebound by the Clippers.
Not sure they realize it's not halftime anymore. 4 attempts, and they're still looking for their first bucket.
Jackson passes to George. That's good, and it's Jackson with the assist that time. Jackson's got his 4th assist in this one.
In the 2021 playoffs, you remember Reggie Jackson came up huge for the Clippers, averaging almost 18 points a game before they finally lost to the Suns in the Western Conference Final.
Clarkson missing again.
Oof, ugly start to the second half. They're still scoreless in their first 5 attempts.
And that one, good.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Well, for Jackson, he earned himself a new contract, Brent, and starting point guard duties because of that playoff.
With both Kawhi Leonard and Paul George missing most of the 21-22 season, Reggie Jackson took the Clippers to the 8th seed in the West, carried a lot of the scoring load consistently for the Clippers, and he led the team in both points and assists.
Now George, following the miss by Michael Conley from deep. Quick shot there, and it's off target.
You almost have to assume he's going to knock those down when he is that open.
And now we're 3 minutes into the third quarter of play. Out of bounds, the Clippers take possession.
No clue where that pass was going. That is a brutal turnover.
Clippers have gone 3 of 5 to start the second half, developing a nice rhythm out there. Jackson kicks to George. To the paint. From 13. Thomas, no good.
Not a bad shot from the mid-range. The D's giving it to him, and he's usually got an eye in that kind of range.
Jackson against Conley. The pass to Olynyk. Back to Conley. Can they get it? And the 3 ball is good. Conley's got 5 points so far.
And Olynyk doing a nice job just keeping the symmetry out there.
Zubac against Olynyk. Some nice ball movement by the Clippers. To the middle. Here's Thomas. The shot's good on the assist by George. 18 points for him.
Yeah, 3 consecutive field goals have come right at the rim. The D had better start buckling now.
To the inside. Olynyk finds Conley. George against Clarkson. Shoots from the elbow. And it's the Clippers with the rebound. Thomas got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. Jackson with it. He's got 9. Outside, George. Thomas inside. He's covered by Clarkson. And here's George for 3. It's good from long range. George has got 9 points here in the second half.
Well, Paul George can play in the supportive role, and then he can do things like that where he just decides to take over.
And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up.
And for years, Mike Conley had an interesting title. The best player to never make an All-Star game. That changed in 2021 when Conley was named an All-Star.
Shooting 2.
That one is off. For Mike Conley, year 13 was lucky for him, going to that first All-Star game.
And that was the longest wait ever to become an All-Star. Conley, 33 at the time of that first selection, just shows you the work ethic of Mike, always trying to improve.
And the Clippers making a change here. Kennard's checked in. And he's good on the second.
Still a solid point guard in this league. When Conley is healthy, he makes a considerable impact on both ends.
It's Jackson with the drive. And no good. Good work defensively by Conley. It's Beasley on the wing. Conley kicks to Olynyk. And a miss there on the triple.
He's not the guy that you want to give a wide open look from three-point range. They're lucky that one doesn't cost them.
Just Mr. Reliable again here today, Kevin. I mean, they need his points, and he's producing.
Here's Markkanen after the basket by Los Angeles. Here's Beasley. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. And the three-pointer, GA, has become a focal point of Malik Beasley's game.
Up until last season, only about half of his attempts were from beyond the arc. Now he's really zeroing in on the long ball as his primary weapon.
Shooting 2.
Free throw, good, Beasley.
Well, Beasley has been explosive in some of the roles he's played, and with more responsibility, he's able to score a lot of points in bunches.
Mans checked in for Zubac. And he can't hit the second. Los Angeles has gotten the three-point bug tonight. They've taken 15 shots outside the arc for 6 of 15. Morris passes to Thomas. Now here's Jackson. To the middle. And the basket by Thomas. Thomas got 6 points in the quarter.
And passes like that demonstrate just how much Kennard is a team-oriented player.
Here's Alexander Walker. Over Jackson. The shot's good from Alexander Walker. Los Angeles has gone 1 of 2 from beyond the arc since coming out of the break. Kennard finds Thomas. Out to the right wing. Here's Mann. Off target from outside. Jazz shooting 23% from the field. That's not going to get it done. Here's the lob to the hoop. Takes the alley-oop pass and dunks it down.
And how about the communication between teammates on that alley-oop?
And that's what you need to pull that thing off. Now here's Jackson. 9 points in the game so far. Pass to Mann. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. The Jazz shooting an ugly 27% since halftime. Fontecchio passes to Horton Tucker. Knocks it loose and stolen by Thomas. Inside, Morris. And Morris throws it down.
And the thing about Morris, doesn't have the big vertical, but tenacious once he gets around the rim.
There's a screen. Here's Beasley over to the wing, and it's out of bounds. Utah able to retain possession here.
A split second late, but almost came up with a steal there.
Real close, and I'm sure next time you might time that a little bit better and get a hand on it.
Here's what the Clippers are going with right now. Robert Covington comes in for Thomas, and it's John Wall in for Jackson. Alexander Walker passes to Abaji. Kennard against Beasley. 5 on the clock. Passes it to Fontecchio. No good on the triple.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
Wall looking for an opening. Lets it go with a 3. A three-pointer is right on target. Wall's got 5.
Yeah, I mean, from 3. Wall looking relaxed out there, and one of the game's more confident players. He can be a streaky but deadly outside shooter.
Beasley for 3. And with the rebound.
And physically, there's no doubt they've been the stronger team. A +10 rebound advantage tells you all you need to know.
Covington kicks to Wall. Morris outside, puts it up from 15, and the Clippers getting another bucket right there.
This is where Morris can kill you. He's pretty much claimed that in-between game.
Beasley with guarded now by Morris. And there's the whistle on the shot. Took the foul, shot misses. He'll be shooting 2. And what do you guys think so far about the offensive approach for the Clippers?
You love how they've lived in the paint, making the defense just consistently have to collapse and still finding ways to convert.
Well, looking at the stat sheet, I could just see here tonight sharing the basketball. The stat that comes up most is assists. So sometimes you have to look for your teammate. That makes things happen. They've done it.
2. And he can't get the first one. For the Clippers, Nicholas Batum. He's checked in for Morris. And Amir Coffey is subbed in for Luke Kennard. Good on the second free throw. And it's the Clippers' ball. They're on a 16-7 run. Wall passes to Mann. Covington a screen on Beasley. Puts it up from 12, and the jumper is on the mark. Mann's got his first bucket in this one.
Now that's a high percentage look when the D doesn't fight over the screen.
And the coach over there just asking for one simple thing, and that's some effort. Got burned on that one.
Now here's Beasley. No good that time. Good D by Covington. Left side, Wall. Nifty move. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here.
And after not playing for a season, John Wall back in action. Bought out by the Rockets, and he signs with the Clippers. If he can get back to where he was, that's a huge win for the Clippers. Could serve as a deadly third option for L.A.
No good on that one.
And you got to respect Wall's tenacity. This is a player who hasn't let injury slow him down. He always puts in a big effort and just pushes himself to give his all.
Powell, he's checked in for the Clippers. And Utah also making a switch. Colin Sexton, he's checked in for Beasley. And the second free throw, good. Jazz shooting a rough 22% so far in this one. Alexander Walker passes to Gay. Lets it go from 11, and that one is good.
Yeah, you can't give Rudy Gay that type of look. He's going to knock that down more often than not.
And so Powell will bring it up for the Los Angeles Clippers. To the wing right side. The 3.
2 minutes remaining in the third quarter.
Can't hit that one. The Jazz go the other way with it. And Sexton slams it in.
Well, when you don't get in his way, Sexton's going to get up there and throw it down.
Now Wall. 6 points for him. 1:32 left in the third quarter. And the Clippers miss again.
Well, the D doesn't seem to be too worried about him from three-point range, and he shows us why still. I expect him to make one of those.
Here's Alexander Walker. Gay sets the pick for Sexton. Over Wall. 4 on the clock. The shot by Sexton, no good.
Probably not the shot that was drawn up for that possession, but you can't pass.
3. And that's collected by Gay. And here are the Jazz now. Outside, Sexton. And it's good for 2. Sexton's got 13.
Toughness there shown by Colin Sexton. No stranger to having to outmuscle the defense from time to time.
Wall with a terrific move in the bucket.
Big miscommunication on defense. He recognizes it and quickly takes advantage.
Well, I know they don't have mobile devices out there for texting, so they might as well talk to one another.
Sexton's shot is good.
Assistant, Nickeil Alexander-Walker.
And so here are the Clippers. And here is Powell. Covington setting the pick for Powell. And so it's Los Angeles going to the break, holding an enormous 36-point lead. They have made it very tough to get a shot off against them. Their defense has been stifling. We come back right after this. And how about a look now at our assist of the game? Brought to you by State Farm.
And he's always been the favorite to bag this honor. These kind of feeds are his bread and butter.
Doesn't happen with every point guard in the league as far as setting your teammates up. Lots more scorers now, but right there creating the scoring opportunity for his teammate.
And as we head into the fourth, we'll see if there's a comeback in the works or if it's more of the same from the first 3 quarters. So with George on the bench, here's who Tyronn Lue's going with. You've got Wall. Robert Covington out there with Batum. And it's Boston in at the 2 spot. Pass to Agbaji. Batum grabs the miss. Batum's got 6 rebounds now in the game. All with it. It's blocked. Here's Gay. He kicks it to Sexton. Greg, we're seeing more fines recently for the language that players use with the media. Is that a concern?
I don't think it should be a concern, and I'm not kidding. The league's going to have standards of decorum. You're on TV. You got to keep it together. However, I think that as a society, we're a little more tolerant of certain words that are used in public.
Now Gay. Following the 3-point attempt by John Wall. Gay finds Sexton. Here's Agbaji. The Jazz working the ball around now. Here's Gay. Drops it in from 11 feet. Gay's got the 4th quarter started here with a bucket for the Jazz.
That's the 10th straight point they've given up in the paint.
Ball against Sexton. Covington a screen on Sexton. And Covington gets it to go on the assist by Wall.
Covington will hit threes, but he'll go down low and mix it up a bit too.
We're about 2 minutes into the 4th quarter in this one. As Abuki dishes to Sexton. Now the pass to Agbaji. Fires the 3. And it's the Clippers with the rebound. Batum's got rebound number 7 for him tonight. Wall attacking. Feeds it to Covington. Here's Boston. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. And we've seen not only some new trophies introduced, but, Greg, some of the existing ones have been updated. You okay with that?
Oh, I am. In particular, a nice touch to have the previous winners etched into the base of the Larry O'Brien Trophy. That's a great way to connect with the history of the game.
That free throw missing. Mann's checked in for the Clippers. And a switcher also for Utah. Beasley's checked in. No luck that time either. For Utah, they've gone 1 of 4 since the end of the third quarter. Sexton kicks to Gay. Beasley, the pass to Sexton. Gay sets the pick for Sexton. Pass to Azubuike. And Robert Covington picks up the foul. That's his first foul. Luke Kennard, he's checked in for John Wall.
Coming onto the floor for your players, Luke Kennard.
Kicks to Sexton. They set the pick beyond the arc. Second chance shot. Azubuike. Good.
Well, he takes care of salvaging that possession for the offense by getting on the offensive glass.
Covington, a screen on Sexton. Kennard with the ball. Guarded now by Sexton. 2 open that time. Made it look too easy.
He's just stretching him out. The defense has got to do a better job of staying attached to him.
I'm not sure what the defense collectively was thinking there. You got to know where he is at all times.
Azubuike against Covington. Azubuike dishes to Sexton. Lets it go from 11. And it's rebounded by Covington. Clippers have gone 2 of 4 from the field since we started the final quarter of play. Kennard, the pass to Boston. Here's man. There's a screen by Covington. Clock at 6. And the dunk by Covington.
And how about that? Covington rising up and throwing it down with some authority.
Sexton kicks to Gay. Beasley dishes to Sexton. Over Batum. And that one goes long. And stolen by Sexton. Count the basket.
Sexton covered tight. Didn't matter. Scores.
Here's Boston. Batum, a screen on Beasley. Passes it to Batum. And here's Kennard. And they get it back. Past a man. There's a screen by Covington. Second shot opportunity. And another shot. Man gets the bucket.
When you're trying to claw your way back into a game, you cannot allow second chance opportunities.
Yeah, those are tough. You get back into the game by working harder than the other team, not the other way around. They're just going to extend this lead. When a player gets a feel for that floater, it can really make things tough on defenders. You're just not sure how to guard them and where your point of commitment is.
Here's man. Chalk up 2 there. Kennard's got his first points in this one.
And the team likes to use Kennard as a floor spacing kind of player, but he decides to do damage that time inside.
Now here's Beasley. Got it. Good job in the low post. Beasley's got 4 points now in the quarter. LA has gone 1 of 3 from outside the arc since we've reached the fourth quarter. Here's Boston, covered by Beasley, and that one's good, Boston.
Well, any possession that ends in a shot from that range after a good player and ball movement, that's a good one.
Horton Tucker, the pass to Azubuike. That one goes. Count it. That gives him a double-double in this one. 10 points and 10 rebounds. Here's man, the pass to Boston. From downtown. Rebound by Azubuike. Azubuike's got the glass covered here tonight. 11 boards for him. The Jazz working the ball around now. Connects from three-point range. Beasley's got 9 points here in the second half. Pass to Covington. Here's Boston. Kennard for 3. They get it again.
And it's still a rare sight to see rebound numbers like the ones he's had tonight.
Well, this kind of effort will energize the team and get you going, just gobbling up every board.
Now here's Beasley. And Azubuike kicks to Sexton. And he drives in. Tries again. He takes it up and lays it in. Sexton's got 19 points.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
Here's Boston, and it's blocked. Now here's Gay, passes it to Sexton. Back to Gay for the three. Here's Azubuike. Rebound by the Clippers. Covington's got his 4th rebound in this one. Here's Boston. Now Kennard. Here's the floater. Yep, it counts. Kennard's got 4 this quarter.
What is it about lefties and shooting? Just pieces of art. Kennard with another.
And here's Beasley. Gay sets the pick for Beasley. Great D that time from Batum. For Los Angeles, they've gone through the 4th quarter shooting 50%, 7 of 14. Covington wide open. He fires. No good with the triple.
And on an open look like that, he's very gifted at making the weak coverage pay.
Covington against Azubuike. Sexton for 3. No good on that one. So Los Angeles will take it the other way. Right wing. Back to Kennard. Greg, you think of everything that goes into making it to the NBA as a player. Did it come easy for you, or was it all work?
It's easy, really, to overlook the grind, but when you love the game, all those hours in the lab don't feel quite like work. At least not until you start getting a little longer in the tooth.
Gay can't get it to go.
That's a surprise. I mean, really out of character for him to miss when the defense is not right up on it.
Batum screen on Beasley. Kennard against Sexton. Kennard, the pass to Boston. Covington, a screen on Beasley. Boston, no good.
That's one he knows he should have drained.
Gay dishes to Sexton. Beasley outside. Down low, here's Azubuike. A great 1-2 punch. Beautiful pass and nasty jam.
Well, the find from the off-guard Beasley there would like to see more of that. Malik working the ball around.
Covington, a screen on Sexton. Steps back. Sexton against Kennard. Outside, Batum. Boston. A 3-pointer off the mark. And here's Gay. He'll bring it up for the Jazz. Dishes it to Sexton. Back to Gay. Batum grabs the miss. Batum's got 11 rebounds in the game.
Yes, and with this one winding down, it's obvious to everyone who watched it. Just a total mismatch and a true show of strength for Los Angeles.
At every opportunity, they managed to push the ball and keep the up-tempo game going.
I think it paid off, that's for sure.
And they took charge when it counted, and they'll be notching their 9th win overall.
And they'll take the win tonight, setting the tone in the first matchup of this 4-game season series.
59 seconds left in the game. Kennard with the ball. Covington, a screen on Sexton. Stolen. To the paint. Kicks it out to Gay. From outside the arc. Hits the 3-point bomb.
Well, at this point, they're just trying to get back in sync. You want to play a good brand of basketball.
Consistency definitely is a key to some of the playoff performing teams, and tonight they just did not find it in this contest.
We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. 6 to shoot. Here's Mann. And right away, they match it with a 3-pointer of their own.
This arena was rocking throughout the night. You could really feel the energy.
Yeah, huge motivation, always great for a young team, but veteran players also appreciate when fans come with that kind of energy and get into the spirit of the game.
So it's Los Angeles winning this one easily. They poured it on tonight. Dominant showing in front of a crowd that loved every minute of it.
And, you know, this game could really be a defining one for what they can do when they are playing at their best. I mean, being here at home no doubt helps, and the execution was flawless.
And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, Dave.
Hey, Kevin, thanks. Paul, a great team effort defensively. So what were your points of emphasis?
You know, we do a great job of helping one another and being in gaps. And, you know, if we're going to get beat, it's going to have to be, you know, beaten by contested shots and the ball being swung. You know, so that's what we have to do. We have to sit down, guard guys, and, you know, make them play on the offensive end as a team.
Well, y'all were real disruptive tonight, man, and led to the win. Congratulations. Kevin, back to you.
Thank you, David. Great interview once again. And that'll wrap it up, folks. For Brett Berry, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan along with our 2K Sports crew. And now we present the New Balance Player of the Game.